Look, we all grew up not knowing the real words for your dinky and your woohoo, and we turned out fine.
I learned about sex from my mother. She gave me that wonderful book, The Loveliness of Woman.
That book is worthless.
Yeah, it is worthless.
When my husband would crawl all over me at night and do his business, well, I would just close my eyes and think of them pretty flowers. Oh, Bonnie, you poor, poor woman.
You poor woman, Lonnie.
Hey, Bobby, your mom's gonna teach sex ed.
Yeah, I know.
Dude's voice.
You're gonna get to see her boobs.
So?
No.
Bobby, you're up.
Bobby, just punch this
Your
guy.
dad lost his job.
Who the fuck is this guy? Why does it sound like that? And why is he saying shit like that?
Don't stop at first base, son. Go all the way, Bobby. Go all the way, honey.
Yeah, go all the way, you perv.
Hello?
You don't know who I am, but I know where you live, and if you teach that sex ed class, so help me out.
Dale? Is that you?
Oh, Hank, can I speak with Peggy?
Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Yellow Dale.
You don't know where you live.
Boy, you should have heard Bonnie today. That woman has got one awful love life.
Uh-huh.
The male sex organ.
Oh, my God.
That's a big sex organ.
Moisturize and exfoliate.
My elbows are fine. You never complained about them before.
It's just that it's so nice.
She's just trying to try some new things. Come on, Hank.
What? Where in the hell are my elbows gonna be that they need to be smooth? I don't mean to be rude or nothing, but I'll pass.
Look, Hank Hill, I did not ask to teach this class, but I am a substitute teacher. I took an oath, darn it. Excuse me. And if I start to pick and choose a whole...
She said darn it and said excuse
Yeah,
me.
well, you weren't too proud to pick and choose when you had those Randy Travis tickets. Oh, no, those poor little kids never did get to make their clay ashtrays.
Clay ashtrays.
Because Peggy Hill is going to teach that class. This is a diagram of a woman's...
Oh, why, Hank? Why? It's normal, Hank. It's normal.
A woman's...
Vagina. Say it with me. Say it with me, Peggy.
This is a man's...
She also keeping that trophy right next to her, just to motivate herself.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm, nice and clean, but I think old Sigmund Freud might have a thing or two to say about it.
What? Oh, no!
Happiness. Happiness.
Happiness.
Happiness.
Uh-huh.
Happiness.
Oh, that's what she's trying to say.
Penis.
Penis, okay.
I did it.
Yeah, you did.
Ovaries. Uterus.
Yeah.
Vagina. Hey, Hank. I just said...
I heard you. The whole neighborhood can hear you cussing.
It's not cussing, Hank, to say the name of a God-given body part.
Well, it is if it's a part of the body that was meant to be concealed by an undergarment. You're dealing with organs that people just don't want to know about.
What? They want to know. Yeah, they do want to know.
Up as repressed as we did.
Sure we do. I'm drawing the line here, Peggy. My son is not going to learn this crazy
Come on,
crap.
Hank.
It says right here he can't take the class without permission of both his parents.
It's just because their parents never said anything about this kind of shit, and now they are all awkward about this kind of stuff. But to talk to their own kids about it.
Oh, my.
Is that a vibrator? Did she brought a vibrator?
No, Mr. Hudson, we don't recommend using propane to fill party balloons. Well, okay, but you might want to blow out those candles. Look, I'm gonna have to call you back. Bobby!
Why there's a lady picture on propane calendar?
What do you think Mom's telling all those guys?
I don't know. I don't want to know. Just try not to think about it.
Dad, do you ever have sex anymore?
Well,
Just go to the class. Just go to the class, Bobby.
something pleasant?
What do you think Mom's telling all those guys?
Today we're going to discuss the subject of human relations, otherwise known as
Sex.
human relations. I am your substitute teacher. My name is Peggy Hill.
I just wanted to say you don't have to worry about me.
I
'cause
feel
never...
I feel bad about. I have a story to tell. When I was in school and my teacher was teaching me all this kind of shit, and I feel bad now. We used to tease our teacher. You know what? I want to tell this after this episode.
I just wanted to say you don't have to worry about me because I'm never gonna have sex.
Why?
Oh, Bobby, now don't say that.
Yeah, Bobby.
I thought that's what you wanted.
Well, yes, if you were my daughter, but you're my son.
Why
That's-
is it not okay for girls,
Yeah.
but it's okay for boys?
Yes, please, Hank.
The double standard, Bobby, don't knock it. We got the long end of the stick on that one.
I see. That's why Mom's bad for talking about sex.
Yeah.
Bobby, look, just because your mom's been using those words doesn't mean she's
Using
bad.
those words.
She's just trying to do her job. Imagine how hard that is for your mother, trying to teach a
Exactly.
room full of snickering fifth graders the difference between a boy and a girl's,
Sexual
hookups.
organs? Okay.
That woman's got a lot of guts, I'll tell you what.
Peggy Hill. I-L-L. You can call me Mrs. Hill. Okay.
Okay. Let's start, Peggy.
Just have a seat. I'm sure your teacher can tell you everything you need to know.
Man.
She was substitute teacher of the year 1996.
Oh, good for you, Hank.
All right, class, let's do it. Today, I'm going to teach you sex ed. It's difficult subject matter, but if we approach it with common sense, I believe we might learn something that could enrich our lives.
Yes.
But before we begin,
She's very confident now.
and those of you whose parents did not give you permission to learn with me, well, you can read for an hour in the school library.
Sorry, Peggy. Hill.
Oh my God! Everybody.
Looks like it's just you and me, Mom.
Okay, son. Well, let's begin with the difference between boys and girls.
Okay, teach me, Peggy.
You mean the penis?
Yes, the penis.
What I wanted to know, Peggy. How am I supposed to go in life without knowing sex ed, Peggy?
Luann, was anybody home?
I sent the kids off to see a double feature.
And he's horny because his boy just learned about sex ed.
Smooth elbows, Peg. I seem to recall you kind of like being dipped.
Oh, Hank, watch your back.
Good as ever. Oh!
There you go.
Long as we're down here.
Is it Dale?
You have reached the Hill residence. Please leave a message at the tone.
You don't know who I am, but I know where you live, sex ed teacher. Oh, and Hank, we changed that tee off time to 3 o'clock. See ya.
Alrighty, guys, that was this episode of King of the Hill. It's called Square Peg. I don't know what Square Peg means. Is it like Square Peggy? Is that what they meant? Clearly this was for like the young kids, right? We had the topic about sex ed when I was in 8th grade and in 10th grade. But we learned a lot in 10th grade. In 8th grade, it was just pictures of flowers. I mean, it was mostly flower reproduction, but in 10th grade, we got to know about human reproduction. And I feel so bad now. I live in a time where people are kind of okay with, teaching about this kind of stuff to the kids. I think about my parents and my grandparents. They don't have that knowledge. They just learn about this kind of shit from, I don't know from where did they learn. Maybe I should ask them, or will it be awkward? It will be very awkward, that's for sure. But yeah, I feel so much bad now because a teacher must be scared about teaching this kind of stuff, maybe for the first time. And I remember we just messing up with the teacher. When I was in 10th grade, we completely knew everything because, they were porn videos. And also it's gonna be a little bit of TMI. My friend showed me the first porn video when I was in 8th grade. And my response to that was, no, I don't wanna see it. I was like this. Even though internally, my mind was like, Dinesh, watch it. But at the same time, I was like, nah, that's so gross and blah 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 blah. Because of that, I got to know more about like what is sex. And when we reached in 10th grade, we knew mostly everything, but not like the, and what's like the science behind a baby being born, how the sperm enters the egg and stuff like that. That we learned from the books. But when our teacher used to teach it, and we used to mess around with him a lot, we used to ask him like, how does the sperm enter the vagina? Like, we put the penis in. Now what do we do after the sperm come out? We used to ask this kind of shit. We know what to do, how to sperm to get out. We know what, but we used to ask this kind of stuff. And our poor teacher, God bless him, he's the best teacher, and I still talk to him on Facebook. He's wonderful. And he used to say, no, Dinesh, at that time the excitement level is so much that sperm come out. He never said you have to thrust or something. Like, poor guy was trying to see what he says, try to manage the word that come out of his mouth, so that he don't say something wrong or something that I tell my parents and my parents get mad at my teacher. Like, I feel so bad, and I feel like I should apologize to him. It must be hard for him to teach us that, even though we knew, but still we used to mess around with him a lot about this kind of stupid questions. Over here, we don't have birds and the bees talk. I never had that talk with my parents at all, and that's kind of sad, because I feel like we should talk about this kind of stuff. And if anything, your parents should tell you a little bit about this kind of stuff before a teacher tells you. But again, if I think about it, if I think about this topic, I've been talking about this topic with my parents, it's immediately become awkward from inside. I don't know why. Mainly because I think we never talked about this kind of stuff at all, and that could be one of the main reason of why even over the years, even now as an adult, I don't talk about this kind of stuff still, because we never did. But yeah, when I have kids, not now, but when I have kids in the future, I think I will have that talk with them, and I should have that talk with them. I don't know how to start though. I have a friend in Chicago. He lives in Chicago. He's an amazing artist. He draws. He's an elder gentleman, and I asked him this kind of question, like, how do you explain sex ed to your kids? And he said the best thing. He said to start with the word fuck, because that's the word they're gonna hear every time. And yeah, that's true. That's the word they're gonna hear in the movies. That's the word they're gonna hear with their friends, or that's the word they're gonna hear somebody yelling from the car behind them. But whatever, that's how you start, I guess. What does fuck actually mean, and what does people actually use it to, and just to swear? Poor Peggy couldn't even say the word vagina and penis. She started with happiness. I was like, she was saying that sex ed could lead to happiness, but nah, she was like happiness, penis. So many kids in the class, none of their parents signed it, and that's pretty sad. They think that how they got taught is the best way for their kids to be learning that kind of shit, because they're like, yeah, I learned that way and I turned out fine. I learned that through porn videos, and I don't want my kids to learn this kind of shit from porn videos. Okay, I don't know if I turned out fine or not. I don't think I did. I don't think I'm fine at all. Alrighty, enough talking about this kind of stuff. I have already made a lot of you guys uncomfortable. If I have not, kudos. You are a mature guy. You are an adult, and yeah, we can talk about this kind of shit. It is okay. It's all natural, guys. It's mainly because even like I'm still, whenever I'm saying the stuff like having sex or penis and vagina, like, look at me. It's still a little awkward, but I want to talk about it so that I don't be nervous or be like this awkward in the future when I talk about this kind of stuff. Well guys, that was this episode of King of the Hill. Hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new of how babies are made, if you didn't knew that already. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys. Also subscribe to my channel.